Let's get going. Alrighty guys, just pulled up to the ramp here and it is still dark, 6:15 in the morning. I'm about to drop the boat in the water. I figured I'd mention real quick for those of you guys who have followed the channel for a while, you know I've had a Nissan Frontier for the longest time, actually, the entire time I've had the channel. And, but yeah, a couple months ago, I got a new truck. Let me know what you guys think here. Really popular truck, honestly, Toyota Tacoma. I'm loving it so far, but I figured I'd mention it to you guys since I know you may have some questions when you see it. But we're gonna drop the boat in the water here. The goal for today is tarpon. I have not just straight up targeted tarpon this year at all for the most part. Maybe once early in the year, but today we are trying to purely target tarpon. We're gonna grab some mullet here in the dark. That's the goal. Wanted to grab the mullet before the sun came up because when the sun starts to rise, those tarpon will be very active. So you wanna have the bait first thing ready to go. And that's what we're doing here. We're gonna try to figure it out while it's dark. But yeah, tarpon, live mullet, should be a really awesome day. Let me drop the boat in the water. Let's head out and, you know, let's see what we can do. Fingers crossed we're gonna get them real good today. I think I am, but you never know. We'll have to just go do it. All right, let's see if this thing will start for me first try today. Almost. There we go. All right, first step of the day checked off. Start the engine. All right, so we've dropped the gheenoe in the water now, and we're gonna go over to a flat where we should find some mullet. It is still pretty dark out here. I got my light on. It's gonna help me navigate, see signs and stuff like that, but we're gonna get going here in a second. But mullet can be pretty easy to get in the dark. They don't necessarily know you're coming. They don't know you have a net like they do during a day where they're scattering and running everywhere. So they should be pretty easy. I just gotta find them. I gotta move to where they're gonna be hanging out at. And yeah, I think that's it. Let's get going and let's go find our fish. Yeah, there is a lot of mullet out here. That was just on a blind cast, heard a flick, and I think I knocked out about 8. These are bigger than I thought. These are about 8, 9, 10 inches, but will still work great. I'll show you guys one here in a second. Perfect. All right, check it out here. This is about probably a 10-inch silver mullet. Really good tarpon bait, if not the best. I do like silver mullet more for tarpon because they are just a little more frantic than like a black mullet or a straight mullet. Really good bait, really good bait. They move quicker as well. It's kind of hard to explain. Straight mullet are a little slower and sluggish, and silver mullet are a little faster and a little more lively, but great tarpon bait right here. All right, gonna put the aerator in here. My apologies, this thing is pretty loud. I still haven't got a quieter one. It's like a very basic one that it seems like it should be pretty quiet, but it's actually pretty loud for whatever reason. But shouldn't be too big of a deal. I'm gonna throw one more cast, knock out maybe 5 or 6 more. All right, well, we did that pretty quickly and easily. 2 casts there. We got probably 18 mullet, maybe 20, all about this size, which are perfect for tarpon. Like I said earlier, we haven't just straight up gone for tarpon this year, and that's what we're gonna do today. If for some reason it starts to slow down, or I'm realizing like maybe we whoop them, we'll probably switch over to looking for some snook later in the day. But we'll start off with the tarpon right now. It's really overcast, and it got bright out here so quickly. It went from pretty much pitch black to me, like it being bright outside. It's kind of funny. But yeah, we do have a sponsor for today's video, so I'm gonna send you guys right over to the house, and we'll be right back tarpon fishing and finishing off with the rest of the video. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the house. I want to give a big shout out to today's video sponsor, Factor. If you guys don't know what Factor is, Factor delivers fresh, never frozen meals straight to your doorstep. They have gourmet chefs creating these meals with ingredients that'll help you feel great all day long. If you guys are as busy as me, you may have come to realize that it is very difficult to get a quick, good quality meal. Well, quick. For the most part, fast food, takeout, they aren't always the best option. I had a few Factor meals in my fridge, so I took one out right now. We're gonna heat it up and eat it. All right, 375 for 5 minutes, going in the toaster oven, and we're gonna bake. Let's do it. All right, well, that's cooking behind me. I got a little bit more time to tell you a few other things about Factor. If you like me, you hate going to the grocery store. It's tiring, it's boring, there's a lot going on there. It can be very overwhelming and especially time consuming. There's a lot of other things I'd rather be doing than going to the grocery store. I mean, like fishing and I mean more fishing, honestly, but that's just me. I know everyone's different, and Factor helps you save a lot of that guesswork in the grocery store by delivering fresh, never frozen meals literally straight to your doorstep. All right, and just like that, after a couple minutes, my Factor meal is ready to eat. Let's do it. All right, and just like that, everything's gone. Even started to work on the juice too. Check this out, Factor juice. This is carrot, orange, and ginger. Delicious. I did not expect to like this as much as I did, but I mean, this is really good, honestly, genuinely. Super good. All right, guys, well, I really need to get back to editing, but if you guys want to try Factor, your first box, 50% off, head over to factor75.com, use code JustinM50. You can go in the link in the description, hit that link. But yeah, first box, 50% off. That's pretty dang good. Once again, factor75.com, use code JustinM50 for your first box, 50% off. Once again, thank you to Factor for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to the video. All right, they are rolling, so I'm dropping the trolling motor in the water right here. We're good. And we're gonna get rigged up here. I'm gonna grab a mullet, throw them on a circle hook, rig them up just like that through the nose. I'm gonna toss them in the water here, get them going. I actually think I might have put too many mullet in my bucket. Oh my gosh, they're rolling right in front of the boat. I'm gonna have to take some of these mullet out of here. They're not doing too hot. Huge one just rolled right in front of me. Let's see, this could be, even sometimes you bring mullet to tarpon and they don't want it, but sometimes it happens instantly. There's some huge ones around right here. Alright, kind of gave up on the tarpon. It's hard to explain without like showing you guys me casting 300 times and no bites, but gonna give up for them for right now. Give up on them. We're just gonna toss around some docks, see if I can find anything else, probably snook. Still could find some little tarpon around here, but just gotta switch it up because they aren't biting anything. Just throwing a little mullet right now just to see if I can find something. Well, sometimes when fishing is somewhat tough, you gotta switch back and forth, so I'm back to the mullet here. I know I haven't caught anything today yet, but I've been back and forth quite a few times with different baits and lures. So, come on. Oh my God. There's a giant. That's a big fish. Came unglued. I can't believe that thing actually came unglued. Oh my gosh, that was a giant. Okay, I gotta reset here. I had him so good. And he came unglued. I had him, he was going towards open water too. I cannot believe that. Oh, my mullet's right there, he's about to get crushed. Oh, that's a tough pill to swallow. That was like a 40-inch snook right there that just came out and just yammed it. Oh. That's fishing. That's fishing. That's gonna be my new catchphrase. Just being like, well, that's just fishing. Giant snook right here, a couple of them. Giant. Come on. Big. That's a monster. Let's steer clear of the dock. Steer her clear of this dock. Oh, that's a monster. This would be probably the biggest fish of the year. Oh, she just stays with me. It doesn't. Oh, giant fish. smoke the mullet. This will be the biggest fish of the year if I can get my hands on her. Strong, strong, strong fish. Come on. Trying to get into this dock. Okay, good. Swing that way. That's good. Let's make this happen. Oh my gosh, giant. Pulling the boat. Pulling the boat pretty good. Here we go. It's about time. Giant fish just smoked the mullet. This is gonna be pretty close to the biggest snook of the year for sure. Pretty close. The only one that might be closer is that one I caught on the 3-inch early in the year. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, big girl. Oh, she's on the other side of the boat. She's pretty much done now, I think. I just gotta keep her glued. Oh, dude, freaking monster. This is bigger than I thought. Yeah, this is the biggest snook of the year for me. All right, this fish is done. I'm gonna steer her over this way. I wanna get a measure on this fish. And there is an alligator down the way. So I'm trying to keep my distance from the alligator, but also make it over to a shoreline that's sandy and calm. This is a monster. Oh, that fish is huge. I think she's 42. I'm just gonna try to steer her over here. She's just swimming with me, swimming with the boat. I've done this before. It's not the best idea, but I wanna get a good measure on this fish and I wanna keep her in the water. So I'm gonna go over here shallow, away from the alligator. All right, so I'm gonna try to grab this fish now. Unfortunately, I'm realizing there's literally nowhere for me to get out of the boat. The water's so high. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this fish. I'm gonna measure her on this dock right here. Hopefully the owner of this dock does not mind. This is a giant. Oh, hey, that is definitely the biggest snook of the year right there. How about that? From a really rough day of fishing to the biggest snook of the year. Without a doubt, the biggest snook of the year. I'm not even joking. A rough day of fishing to a monster. Incredible. Incredible. All right, so I'm holding this fish here in the water right next to the boat. I was gonna measure it on the dock here, but I don't think that's very fair to the fish. It's not gonna be very easy to do, and I wanna make sure this fish swims off good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold it up, and you guys let me know. What do you think? I'm gonna say this fish is probably 41, but here we go. I'll hold it up for you guys. Oh. Alrighty guys, you guys tell me what you think here. It is a little bit bigger than that fish I caught on the 3-incher early in the year, but a monster, an absolute giant snook. Great fight. I'm doing my best to take good care of this fish to make sure someone else can catch her one day. So I'm gonna put her back in the water now. I'll explain the whole measuring thing later, but I do think this is a 41, maybe 41 and a half. So let's get her back. All right, circle hook was perfect there. Wasn't a whole lot of fray, but she was not gonna come unglued there no matter what I did. All right, we're gonna spin her here. I mean, just giant body. I think 40, 41, and this fish is probably pushing fairly close to 30 pounds, between 25 and 30. I mean, huge, just no joke snook. And this fish didn't look that big in the water. It was just a nice snook, threw at it, and we got an eat. So I missed one about this size about 15 minutes ago as well. But I kept this fish primarily in the water the whole entire time I've had her. Maybe about 20 seconds to show the camera, but just incredible. Oh, she's kicking for me. Yeah, there she goes. Cruising off. Nice fish. All right, so it looks like I've ended up in the mangroves here. But yeah, so the reasoning, I really wanted to measure that fish until I realized the water's so high, there's just no like good shoreline to lay my ruler out and put the fish on. In this boat, my ruler only goes to 36 inches, which I can guarantee you that fish was bigger then, so there was no point in me laying the fish down on the ground or on the boat and just messing with it. That is very important when you're like dealing with big fish. Just do your best to let them go swim off good and let someone else catch them another day. So that was good. That was the only live mullet I had in the bucket. Believe it or not, I had like 20 good mullet this morning, and most of them did not make it. They just went stiff on me. The water was cold. I must have just put too much mullet in the bucket, which Two things. I will eventually have a bigger boat. I'm not going to say when, but I will have a bigger ruler and a bigger live well so I don't run into these types of issues. But that's gheenoe fishing. That is a giant snook right there. Incredible fish. And I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to have to think about it here. Maybe I'll throw a lure. Maybe I'll cast net some more mullet. But 2 good eats in 15 minutes there. That was pretty nice. There's a fish. What is that? Oh, nice snook out from under there. I was expecting a tarpon or something. Smoked it. Hey, there we go. I wasn't expecting that. Decent fish too, decent fish. All right, decent little guy there, about a 20-incher. That actually threw on the 3-inch, and this is actually my murder mullet color, that JM murder mullet color, and got a bite. Got a bite. I was expecting a tarpon there. I saw one roll, but little guy under the dock, second fish of the day. Alrighty guys, so it may be kind of hard to see behind me, but there's this big storm coming in. It's gonna probably bring a lot of rain. It's definitely gonna bring a lot of rain, but it's absolutely gonna bring in a lot of wind, and the wind has already picked up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue this video tomorrow. No real plan of what I'm doing tomorrow. We're just gonna keep fishing, having fun. But yeah, I gotta dump these mullet and run. I gotta run. It looks pretty bad right now. So I pushed it to the last minute, but we gotta go. All right, we just dropped the boat in the water for second day of fishing today. We're gonna look for some redfish, trout, snook, tarpon today. I think we're gonna probably find mostly redfish, but we'll just have to see. We'll have to fish and find out. I'll probably throw a little Savage Gear shrimp, maybe even a Berkeley gulp shrimp as well. Probably just switch it up. I haven't thrown any artificial shrimp in a little while. I think it might be good for where we're going today. So I'm gonna head there. We're gonna drop the trolling motor. We're gonna get fishing. Let's go. Gonna throw on one of these guys right here. We'll try this for a little while today. Manic shrimp, RTF version. It's actually a cool color. I don't know what color this is. It's green. Avocado, it looks like. It's green, 3-inch, little guy. This should get the reds eaten pretty good today, I would think. I'll have to just toss it and find out, but looks decent. There's a fish. Something under there. I'll take it. I don't know what it is. Just thumped the shrimp under the tree. It's not super big, unfortunately, but a little drag. Looks like a decent little red. So skipping the mangroves with an artificial shrimp in particular. It can be any lure, but shrimps work pretty good, especially if you're in an area with redfish. I feel like that's a very simple technique to catching any fish, but redfish for me today. Taking a very simple approach to it. These guys should be all around. I'd like to find some bigger ones, but a very nice red. I felt him just thump right under that tree there. So he ate that green color. It's pretty nice. It's like a natural color, I think. Especially in the water. You probably can't really tell the difference in that bright green, but I'm sure it does something for him. All right, didn't take long, but we found our first fish. A little 18-incher. Got it decent there. I like that thump. I kind of like, I'll be honest, I sight fish so much. It is nice to catch a fish when you like don't actually see them first. I like sight fishing, but I don't know, there is something about feeling that bite and not knowing what the fish is that makes fishing very fun. But we'll keep going here. Keep going. That's one fish down. Check this out. We're going through some really shallow, tight stuff to find some redfish. Hopefully they're going to be back here. Water is crystal clear. Oh, hey, that was like a super, I didn't say a word about that redfish, but I'm coming kind of into the sun, can't see very well at all. I look to my left and I see one just floating, heading up towards the trees, and I'm like, oh, I must have spooked him. He was in front of me, I couldn't see him. I might as well make a cast, so I toss it in front of him, let the shrimp sink down, and just swims up to it and just eats it. Super subtle, so for sure he didn't know I was here, but kind of funny. One thing I'll say, another tip, follow up with my last one. Fishing is really weird and tricky. If you see a fish that you may think is spooked, if you spook a fish, the thing that you think won't eat, always try it again. Just keep hitting him until he's absolutely gone, because I've seen the craziest things in fishing. Fish are funky. I've had snook take off 100 miles an hour and skip a lure out in front of them while they were racing away, and they just U-turn on it and eat it. So always give every fish your best attempt is what I would say. Another good one. This one's actually a little bigger. This guy's probably 20 inches. Bright blue tail. If you guys can see that, sometimes the camera has a hard time seeing it, but in the right light, really, really blue tail. So we'll go ahead and put him right back in the water. We're on him pretty quick today. Been out here for maybe fishing only 35 minutes. We've already knocked out 2 decent reds. So I think I'm gonna try to find a trout here, but I actually did have a really nice trout follow up the bait about 10 minutes ago. So I would like to knock out a trout. That would be kind of like a video slam, but hey, we're catching them, and that's good. Oh, here's something nice right here. Nice snook. Oh, got him. There it is. I'll take it. Stay with me here. Stay with me. Decent guy. He's just swimming up under the trees there, and I could see him from a mile away. I know you guys probably couldn't because it was in the shade, but I saw the shoreline and it looked pretty decent because there was the mangroves, of course, but there was glass minnows all along it, and where there's, of course, small fish, there can be bigger fish, so we'll take this guy. Looks like we got a decent hook set here. Hopefully he stays glued. I can't say enough how important it is to find and fish where bait is. It's very hard to find good fish where no bait is present because, well, fish eat bait, so they're almost always going to be where that bait is. Decent one. This one's actually, pretty nice and healthy. Probably about the size of the one yesterday. This one's probably 22, 23. Not a monster, of course, but I'll take it. Perfect hook set right there in the top of the lip. We'll spin him around real quickly. I mean, this thing shot 5 feet away from it and ate it, so that was pretty solid. You're good, buddy. That's a good one. Nice, healthy one. Looking good so far today. 3 fish down. Doing solid. Couple little black drum right here. 3 of them. This would be a perfect bait for them, I think. See if they see it and see if they like it. Oh, yep. Oh, man. There it is. Man, they started coming in from 5-6 feet coming up on it. Started coming in hot. Little guy, not like the biggest drum ever, of course, but I'll take it. It's a little bit of variety. We've had snook, redfish, and now drum. Decent guy. There's 3 of them, and I led them by 6 feet, and they came up and just, all 3 of them wanted them, but only one could get it. This one got it. All right, decent little drum there. About maybe a 23-incher. Grabbed that a Savage Gear manic shrimp. They're eating it pretty good today. I won't lie. I haven't had a whole lot of fish that have just looked at it and taken off. Maybe snook, but snook are smart. So yeah, that's I think that's the 4th fish of the day. I could be wrong, but decent guy. We'll go ahead and unhook him, put him back in the water. Put you right back in the mangroves here, buddy, where you came from. There you go. Easy peasy. All right. Big reds right here. One's on it. Oh, pulled off. Oh, there we go. Just got thumped again right there off the trees. I could see just a handful of fish there. Oh, they're chewing. Could see a handful of fish sitting right there off the branches, and I just flicked up in there. Little drum. We'll be quick and release them. I'm seeing redfish all around me. There's actually three of them right there. Be real quick with this guy. Eating really good despite how clear the water is and just how calm it is. You'd think they'd be pretty smart today, but honestly, I feel like they've been kind of aggressive actually. Bring him in, I'll lay him on the ruler real quick. I'm guessing he's about a 22-inch drum. Put him right there all the way to 0. 20. Little puppies. You're drumming too. All right, we'll send you right on back. Starting to get into him today. Get into him pretty good. We'll see you later. I see something up in here. I think it's a small red. He's almost tailing, actually. We're gonna flick it up in there. That cast was terrible. We're not gonna flick at that one. We gotta make another cast. He's just sitting dead still, which is surprising because I just saw a ton of dolphins come by, just annihilate everything. Oh, he's on it. He's on it. He's on it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. I just had a ton of dolphins come right through here. You might be able to hear them. They're out to my left, but annihilate this shoreline. I'm like, man, I got no shot now. And hey, we found a little red right there. That took a little bit of convincing. He followed it maybe 8 feet, and ended up getting it there. Good fish, good fish. Got some cool spots here. I'll show them to you guys when I land them. All right, decent red there, maybe about a 21 incher, but got a spot right there in the front of his body and one on the back. So 2 on that side, and then on this side, if you guys can see that, he has 3 right there on the other side. So 5 spot red. I could see that from, I could actually see his spots on his body from like as far away as I was, probably 30-40 feet. And I think this is the 4th red of the day, so we're not doing half bad. We got some good variety in this video. That's always fun. I always strive for that. And we're gonna put this guy back in the water. But good fish, good fish. Oh, there it is. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That fish, didn't even see him eat it. I'm not even joking. I let the shrimp sink down to the bottom, and it almost looked like he just super fluently just drifted right over the top of it, and he inhaled it. It's like a subtle, subtle bite, but a nice red fish. I think we're gonna end the day off on this one right here. Good fish. This is the biggest red of the day as well. Good fish. Good fish. Alrighty guys, good one to end the day off on. This one's probably 24, 25. Really solid one. I mean, this fish, I can't, it's hard to explain how subtle the eat was. It almost looked like he just slowly just slid right over top of it, just sifted it off the bottom and kept moving. And I just reeled tight and I was like, yep, this one got it. But there you go. Shrimp right in the, right in his face there. Good one. Good one. So, like I said, I'm gonna end the day off on this fish. Let's put him back in the water and I'll meet right back up with you guys. All right, well, what a day today. Really solid. I think that was 5 reds, a trout, or no, I'm sorry, a snook, a black drum, or 2 black drum. So we whacked them in this video. I mean, my biggest snook of the year. We had 2 snook yesterday. And just what a video. I mean, I hope you guys enjoy like two days in one video. It kind of shows how things can vary. Yesterday we had a great quality fish, and today we had a bunch of quantity fish. So it was solid all around. We got some on the mullet, and we got stuff on got some on NLBN. We got stuff on the Savage Gear shrimp today. So it was really solid. Really good day. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you Factor for sponsoring today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and comment down below anything. Just let me know anything. Let me know what you guys want to see, how you guys are feeling, what you thought about the video. I appreciate it, and I will respond to as many as I possibly can. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in that next video.